Ever wondered what could potentially push someone away in the realm of relationships? Well, today, we're diving into a topic that might have crossed your mind: the easiest ways to unintentionally repel a woman. It's not about rocket science. It's about understanding some behaviors that can create discomfort and drive people away. So let's explore and learn about actions to steer clear of when aiming for positive connections. Number 1. Share your insecurities. The simplest way to push a woman away is by openly sharing your insecurities. Imagine you're chatting with someone you're interested in, and out of the blue you start revealing all your self-doubts and worries. It's like opening a door to negativity and making the other person wonder, should I be dealing with all of this? In plain terms, sharing insecurities means letting someone see your vulnerabilities, the parts of yourself that you're not so confident about. Now, it's not that being open about your feelings is a bad thing, but there's a time and place for everything. Why does this repel women? Well, it's not about having insecurities. Everyone does. It's more about the timing and context. In the early stages of a connection, there's usually a desire to showcase the best version of ourselves. It's like presenting the trailer before the full movie. Sharing insecurities prematurely might make the other person feel like they've seen the entire film, flaws and all, before it even started. It's not about hiding who you are, but rather presenting yourself in a way that allows both individuals to explore and understand each other gradually. Number 2. Ask her to make decisions. Want to know a straightforward way to make a woman less interested? Well, it turns out that asking her to make decisions can be a surprisingly effective method. When you constantly put the decision-making burden on her, it tends to repel rather than attract. Let's say you're hanging out with a woman. Maybe you're going out for a meal or planning an activity. Instead of taking the lead and suggesting options, you throw the ball in her court, asking her to decide everything. While it might seem like you're being easygoing, it can create an unappealing dynamic. In the world of relationships, decision-making is a shared responsibility. Both individuals contribute ideas, preferences, and choices. However, if you habitually make the woman shoulder the entire decision-making load, it sends a message that you're not invested in the partnership. It might convey indecisiveness or a lack of initiative, which can be off-putting. Furthermore, this approach can lead to a lack of excitement. Making decisions is an opportunity to showcase your interests, preferences, and creativity. By consistently pushing this responsibility onto her, you miss out on expressing your individuality and adding variety to your shared experiences. Building a connection involves shared decision-making, fostering a sense of unity and cooperation. When you actively engage in making choices together, it strengthens the bond between you. It's not about relinquishing control, but finding a balance that keeps the relationship dynamic and enjoyable. Number 3. Bring up your ex. If you want to make sure you're not attracting a woman's interest, one straightforward way is to start talking about your ex. Keeping things simple, let's break down why this can be a major turnoff. Firstly, imagine you're getting to know someone new, and out of the blue, you start sharing stories about your past relationships. For most women, this signals a potential red flag. It's like showing up to a picnic and bringing rain clouds. The mood instantly changes. So, why does bringing up your ex repel women? Think about it this way. When you're focusing on your former partner, it suggests that your mind might still be lingering in the past. It creates a vibe that you're not entirely emotionally available for a new connection. In simpler terms, it's like trying to plant a new seed while holding onto the roots of an old plant. It doesn't quite work. Moreover, discussing your ex too soon can send the message that you may not have moved on or fully processed the end of that relationship. It's like trying to build a sandcastle on shaky ground. There's uncertainty about the foundation. Consider this from a woman's perspective. She's looking to connect with someone who is present and ready for a new chapter. If you're dwelling on your ex, it can make her feel like she's competing with a ghost. No one wants to feel like they're just a character in someone else's unfinished story. Communication is key, but timing matters. Bringing up your past relationships can be healthy in the right context, but early on, it's crucial to focus on building a foundation for a new connection. Instead of dwelling on the past, share aspects of your life that showcase who you are in the present and what you're looking forward to in the future. Number 4. Compare her with other girls. If you're aiming to keep a woman at a distance, the top strategy is to start comparing her to other girls. This might seem like an easy way to repel her, but it's crucial to understand the impact of such comparisons. Imagine you're in a situation where someone constantly measures you against others. It's like being under a microscope, and instead of feeling valued for who you are, you're reduced to a set of comparisons. This isn't a pleasant experience for anyone. When you compare a woman with other girls, it sends a message that she's not enough as she is. It implies that there's a standard she needs to meet, and the bar is set by someone else. No one enjoys feeling like they're in competition with others in a relationship. Consider this scenario in everyday terms. Think about how you would feel if your efforts at work were constantly compared to your colleagues, and your worth was determined by how well you measured up. It's demoralizing, right? Now apply this to relationships. When a woman feels constantly compared, it chips away at her self-esteem. It creates an environment where she might question her own value and wonder if she can ever meet the expectations set by these comparisons. Relationships thrive on trust, mutual respect, and acceptance. Comparing a woman to others undermines these foundations. It erodes the trust she has in the relationship and can make her feel like she's not truly accepted for who she is. Moreover, it's essential to recognize that every person is unique. Comparing one person to another overlooks the individual qualities that make each person special. Instead of fostering a connection based on shared experiences and understanding, it introduces a harmful element of competition. To avoid repelling a woman, it's vital to appreciate and value her for who she is, not who she's compared to. Encouraging her individuality and expressing gratitude for the unique qualities she brings to the relationship creates a more positive and affirming environment. Number 5. Staring at her cleavage. When it comes to interacting with women, one of the easiest ways to create discomfort is by staring at their cleavage. Let's take a moment to understand why this behavior can be repelling and how it affects the dynamics between individuals. Firstly, it's essential to recognize that staring in general can make anyone feel uneasy. Imagine someone looking intensely at a specific part of your body. It creates a sense of vulnerability and discomfort. When the focus is on a woman's cleavage, it can make her feel objectified rather than respected for who she is as a person. Communication is not just about words, it's also about body language. Staring at cleavage sends a non-verbal message that the person is more interested in a physical aspect rather than engaging in meaningful conversation. It can make women feel like they are not being valued for their thoughts, opinions, or personality. Respecting personal boundaries is crucial in any interaction. Staring at cleavage crosses those boundaries, making women feel like their personal space is being invaded.